whispers turn to flame. I walk through shadows chasing light, wrote my name across the night, not just echoes in the dust. I need more than just he was. Every heartbeat marks a page, every tear a war I wage. Through the silence, hear me say, I was here, I found my way. Remember my name when the lights go low.
Welcome, and thank you for joining the Leaders Live Generously Summit. I'm Patricia D. Freudenberg, also known as Patty from New York, and I'm a little raspy today, but that's okay because I'm here on purpose, for purpose, and I am determined to deliver this message here at the Leaders Live Generously Summit. So bear with me. I hope you could hear me clearly enough. Just give me a sec. I am a certified end-of-life consultant, founder of Missugram, a global solution to cope with grief, mourning at the speed of life. And as a grief consultant, I've come to realize that grief comes in all shapes and sizes, and the skills apply just the same. And legacy is a living entity, right? It's not only on what was, but it's also what is becoming. So let me get into it. This is a lightning round of a course that I have to offer, which is titled Legacy in Action. It's in the shop. It's on the website. There is the QR code that you could just go and take a sneak peek. It is at a 30% discount rate. And we're going to do a little lightning round, a little sneak peek on what the course offers. So bear with me. We're going to get through this, and together we all rise. So, today we're diving into Legacy in Action. It's a fast track roadmap to help you build something that outlives you. That's right, something that outlives you. And legacy is my specialty because I consider it the recovery phase in grief. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Again, it's not only honoring what was, it's also inspiring what is becoming. And, in any grief, especially grief of life, but in any grief, that is such a low vibration. It doesn't have much movement. And with legacy, we want to get movement, right? We want to get movement. So come on and join me. Again, just follow along. It is a lightning round, but we're going to get through it, and you'll see if it's for you or not. And yes, I bring death to life through legacy. That's who I am. That's what I do. Again, not only by remembering what was, but also inspiring what is becoming. So I'm going to share here on screen a little sneak peek of the presentation that we have offered in this workshop. And this workshop also comes with a printable PDF. So you could do it, you could print it as many times as you want. You can go back a month later, a year later, days later, and review it, do it again, or even follow along on screen and write it down in a journal. I always say, grab a pen. It's my best friend. I love that rhyme, right? Grab a pen. It's your best friend. But in all seriously, okay, there you go. I'm playful. You know what? That's how it is. But the idea is that it's a work in progress. And if you're the one, right, that wants it, right? I always say it's a strive to be better than you were yesterday. And even if you were wonderful yesterday, life is a work in progress, right? I'll give you an example. I'm a lifelong learner. And you know who else says something just the same? For instance, for example, Oprah Winfrey. A lot of people know who she is. She's read a lot. She's seen a lot. She's done a lot. And yet she says she also is a lifelong learner. So that's what I aspire to do. And in this course, if that resonates with you, well, then I encourage you to take this course. I always say the greatest questions in the world is the secret to life, right? Asking those questions, especially when we're doing a self-awareness, right? When we're doing self-awareness, as you see in this presentation, lightning round, that's what it's all about. It's about asking those questions to ourselves. And in this virtual course that's self-paced, right? You could stop, play, rewind. For me, the key is the PDF, the printable PDF. And we also, at the beginning of the course, we do a little exercise that also is a little fun discovery, right? So part one is, the reflection, the what. Legacy begins with awareness. Let me slow down. I start to get excited and I fumble over my words. And you ask yourself, what moments shaped who I am, right? That's what you ask yourself. When was I most aligned with purpose, right? What three words can describe my mission? And these are the kind of questions that we go through in this webinar. And, when it comes to this, the answers are from your own core ingredients. They show you who you've been and a hint of who you are becoming. Okay, so that's the little discovery that we do in part one. And again, this is a fast track. This is a lightning round here on Leaders Live Generously Summit. So now I'm going to go add part two. And part two, we get into the meaning of the why, right? Let me just go through some of the visuals here. We ask some of these questions. We go through some of this, right here, the journey, the purpose, the keys, right? The keys. I'm not going to stay too long on the pages because I don't want to give it all away, but these are the things that we go through and work through. And again, it lines up with the printable PDF where you could print it as many times as you want. I made it available that you could download it on as many devices as you want. And it's yours. So go ahead and share it. And, I have taken a course years ago. It happened to be a Mel Robbins course. If you know who she is, she's another inspirational, motivational speaker and author. And she had a course that I took, and it came with the printable PDF. And that's what gave me the model. I really liked it because I had gone back and read my answers, not only months later, but years later. And it was beautiful to see the evolution of me, right? Of who I've become, of where I've been. And that's what this course offers. And that's what I offer to you. So these are the sneak peeks of the course, right? And this is just a little highlight, and I'll go over what I just reviewed. Part two is the meaning, the why. Meaning transforms your story into direction. It's a map. And consider this: what experience changed your perspective, right? What value did it reveal? Resilience, compassion, integrity. What does this teach you about what truly matters? And then, I offer you to complete the sentence. My story matters because, and you know what? You are the narrator to your story. You are the narrator to your story. Legacy is in action, right? Legacy is an entity while you are living. Again, I'm going to say this over and over again. It's not only what was, it's also what is becoming, right? So again, when you know your why, your legacy stops drifting and starts leading. Okay, and that's what we want to get to. So we're gonna just sum it up here with the meaning statement and the closing reflections, and again a little sneak peek. Meaning is the bridge. It just is. It's a bridge between where you have been and where you are going. Okay. And again, thank you for joining us in this lightning round at Leaders Live Generously Summit. Again, my name is Patricia D. Freudenberg, also known as Patty from New York, and I bring death to life through legacy. That's right. So now we're going to get into part 3. Again, let's do a little lightning rounds here. I don't want to give it all away, but I'll sneak you through it. I'll sneak you through it. And here we go. It's not letting me go. Let me see if it's letting me go next. And we got a few things going on. This is all about like momentum, right? Action, alignment. It's just connecting all the dots, and it is the bridge forward. It is the bridge forward. And again, lightning round here in part 3. Momentum, the how. Momentum is movement, right? And it's just the heartbeat of legacy. Do you understand? It's the beating movement. It's the one step at a time, but the continuum, right? And I offer you to ask yourself this again. The secret of life is asking the greatest questions. So, I compiled these questions through my own personal studies, testimonies, and I put together this course for you to benefit, to live your best life, live your legacy, right? Legacy in action. So what action is calling you right now? Ask yourself, look in the mirror. Patty, what action is calling me right now? Again, we're not going to do a full-on session because of the sake for time, but what is one step I can take this week? What is one step you can take? And it's one step at a time, right? We hear this, but it's good to remember this. It's good to remember this because sometimes overwhelm takes over, right? So when you just think of it as one step at a time, what must I release to make room for growth? And when I'm talking about this, it's not always physical. Sometimes it is physical. Sometimes we got to do like clean out closets, but sometimes we got to clean out this closet. Sometimes we got to clean out this closet. And sometimes it's not even a matter of like cleaning out. It's just shifting gears, and like, for example, faith and fear can't occupy the same space. Okay. So when something's not working for you, shift it. Okay. You know what? When I get into my lane, I just want to go full on, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. What must I release to make room for growth? These are some of the questions we ask here. And, I offer you to answer this. Am I really ready? Am I really ready to move forward? And then how, right? How, right? How? Legacy lives in motion. Small, intentional acts that compound over time. Okay, so let's just sum it up here. Let me just, for some reason, I just this is the this is the end here on the part 3. You're not just remembering, you are becoming, right? You are living a life to be remembered. And that's what it's all about. And we go through it together. And again, this was like a lightning round, right? Fast track. The course is 90 minutes, but it's self-paced. And if you take the course, and there's the link, there's the QR code right up there. If you do that, right, what happens is that you will get an invitation there'll be a link or a QR code to self-service appointment calendar meet up with me, right? And we could go over the course, ask a few questions, and share your experience. And you'll also get an invite-only invitation to the spring live webinar, which will also be recorded, but that's complimentary, right? To again see how far we've come. And that's only if you finish the course. So finish the course, come book your session, a half an hour session, discovery, and I'll meet you halfway. And then you'll get that complimentary invitation to the live, which I'm excited about, where we could really, mastermind, co-create. That's what it's about, right? I love sharing the wealth of knowledge, and that's what we do. We grow it together, and together we all rise. That's what it's about, living your legacy in action. I do want to thank you for being here. Legacy in action You're not just attending a course, you're becoming the author of your legacy. Every reflection, every choice, every act of courage adds to what will outlive you. And what you build today becomes what outlives you. Okay? Legacy is not about what comes after us, but what flows through us while we're here. This is Leaders Live Generously Summit. I am Patty from New York. I thank you for being here. I just want to add this to the stage. Again, thank you for being here. This is the double QR code. So let me go ahead and just take that other one off so it's not so much confusion on stage. There we go. Just remove that one. But there it is. Take the course. Check out the website, missugram.com. That's MISS-U-GRAM.com. Little pause there. Power in the pause. Yeah, what could I tell you? I'm funny. They call me funny girl. I'm playful. And that's what it's about. Life is supposed to be fun. Take it easy. Sometimes life could be so heavy that, it could stop you in your tracks. It's not about that. It's about, living your legacy in action. Thank you so much. And have an awesome day, everybody. Thanks for being here.
In the quiet I rise, whispers turn to flame. I walk through shadows, chasing light. Wrote my name across the night, not just echoes in the dust. I need more than just he was. Every heartbeat marks a page, every tear a war I wage. Through the silence, hear me say, I was here, I found my way. Remember my name when the lights go low. Let my fire burn long after I go. I don't want gold, I don't need fame, just a legacy forged in flame. 'Cause everybody wants to be remembered. I've seen loss in every eye, but I turn grief into the sky. Built from ashes, bold and true. This is how